And I do believe that we have rotten politics, and I'm not using that as an exaggeration.
Hey everyone and welcome. In this second video about the SNP in the day, I know, this one is a bit of a I told you this was going to happen sort of video. Now it's in regards to Sturgeon's insistence that Scotland wanted to return to the European Union. Now it's titled, are we ready? Orkney and Shetland won't agree. Sturgeon to tear Scotland apart with desperate EU plea. Nicola Sturgeon has sparked a furious response after insisting Scotland wanted to return to the European Union. The SNP leader told the party's annual conference Scotland was being forced against our will to leave the bloc when the Brexit transition expires on the 31st of December and vowed to return as an independent state. Good luck with that one. I've already done a video on why that one would practically be impossible, but hey ho. But her comments provoked a swift backlash when they were reported by the Express. One furious reader said, she forgets that a third of SNP supporters voted to leave the EU. Why would they want to leave a union only to join another one? The very opposite of independence. Another said, I can honestly say I have never come across anyone who loves the EU. Ooh, that sort of backfired on her then, hasn't it? Not one single solitary person has ever expressed that opinion. Quite the opposite, to be honest. At the time of the referendum on Brexit, there were 40% voted to leave. 1 million Scots voted to leave. And this is after the SNP party, which pushed the vote really hard as well. I can pretty well guarantee their influence is considerably less these days, despite what they think themselves. Another critic said, go for it, Nicola. If you fail, you can always move to the EU. I'm sure your political skills will be welcome in Brussels bureaucracy, where your kind dwell on the backs of others. Ooh, that was a bit scathing, isn't it, Nicola? Another reader branded the First Minister as malevolent anti-UK fool, intent on pursuing insane SNP policies. One critic pointed out some areas of Scotland where we're already pushing for their own independence from Holyrood. One said, Orkney and Shetland don't agree. They want their independence from Scotland, taking most of their natural resources with them. Oh, that's a big kick in the backside, isn't it, Nicola? If Orkney and Shetland take their resources with them, you don't have any left, hardly. Another said Shetland and Orkney have already stated their preference to leave Scotland and possibly become crown dependencies, so there goes the oil. What's left of it? And most of the fish. And what's left, the EU will take off them. The last thing they need is another member with the begging bowl permanently out. The backlash came after Miss Sturgeon used her speech to the SNP conference to send a message of unity to countries in the European Union ahead of the UK's departure at the end of the month. Traitor. Just saying. She said, here in the UK, the threat of Brexit looms. In just a month's time, Scotland will be forced against our will to a much more distant relationship with our friends across the European Union. She sounds like a baby, doesn't she? Before we go any further, I want to see this message. Send this message to our European friends and neighbours. You are, and always will be, part of who we are. Really? You are not distant to us. Okay, let's see how friendly they become when you're independent, shall we? If that's what you really want and everyone votes for the SNP and you get your independence, I guarantee you, EU will look at you the same as they look at Greece. She continued, to those of you who have come up from other countries to live here in ours, thank you, please stay. You've got less than 5% immigration in Scotland and you're saying thank you, please stay. What are you thanking them for with less than 5%? What exactly are they doing for your country, Nicola? I'd like to know. To other countries of the EU, Scotland wants to return and we hope to do so soon as an independent member state. Good luck with that. As I've said before, Spain would vote against you joining, and I'll tell you why, because they couldn't afford Catalonia to get ideas of freedom again themselves, could they? And the list continues. I have done another video on all of the other separatist movements within the European Union and how many of those would actually stop their member states from voting in favour of you. Sorry and everything, Scotland. I really do feel sorry for you in regards to that, but you wouldn't get in even if you were independent. Earlier, Miss Sturgeon's Constitution Secretary, Mike Russell, said Scotland should aim for full EU membership if it becomes independent. That's not independence. He told the Fringe event it's been on record as wishing to see Scotland rejoin the EU, and to that extent a halfway house is not what I'm looking for. He said the SNP's policy on returning to the bloc as a full member state was a sign of Scotland's goodwill and intent. At this point, I'd like to reiterate a few things. There's 5.4 million people living in Scotland. At the time of the referendum on Brexit, 40% voted to leave. 1 million out of 5.4 million. And that was after SNP pushed really hard in regards to the vote. 1 million out of 5 million says that you don't have the majority of the public on your side. You just have the majority of a few people that actually vote. Am I wrong on that? But anyway, I'd like to know your opinion, everyone. I think it's just more evidence that the SNP are going to destroy Scotland. And it boils my blood to see what's going on with Scotland and what they want to bring in the near future. But let me know what you think. If you're new to this channel, don't forget to hit the like, comment, subscribe, hit the bell icon, share it out, everyone. I'll see you on the next one.